What's going on? It's your boy Zesty215 here with the Week 1 team builder for the NDL OU tiered draft league, another Showdown league. Week 1, we're going against Graham and the Tampa Dedenes. His team consists of Zygarde, 50%, Volcanion, Empoleon, Togamaru, Dedende, Mega Delay, Tangrowth, Donphan, Swallow, and Togekiss. The top 6 that I think he's going to bring is Zygarde 50%, Volcanion, Empoleon, Mega Delay, Tangrowth, and probably Donphan as like a rock setter. So our team, the Philadelphia Pyroars, our team, we're going to bring Chandelure. Chandelure is going to be running Energy Ball, Flamethrower, Hacks, and Shadow Ball with the ability Flash Fire and Choice, and it's going to be Choice Scarf. The EV spread is 252 on the special attack, 4 on the special D, and 252 on the speed with a timid nature. Now, this is to help take care of pretty much his Tangrowth, because I definitely think Tangrowth most likely will be coming. Is really here to help take care of that. But I put Energy Ball on there just in case he switches in Donphan, or he tries to bring in Empoleon. I think Energy Ball would do a good amount of damage to them, and if we don't get the KO, we can just switch out after. Choice Scar, so I should be outspeeding his whole team. Our next Pokemon is Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko's running the typical Tapu Koko set, which is Volt Switch, Dazzling Gleam, Roost, and Thunderbolt. Special attack has 252 EVs, 4 EVs in the special D, and 252 in the speed, and it's timid as well with leftovers. Tapu's going to help with the Volcanion. Is also going to help with the Empoleon. If he does bring Togamaru, I know it has Lightning Rod, so that might be a problem. Donphan's obviously going to be a problem, and Togekiss as well, because it can eat a lot of attacks. Just in case he does bring the Togekiss, Tapu Koko can also help deal with that, and the Swallow as well. Next is Gliscor. Gliscor is pretty much going to be our start no matter what. With Toxic Orb, obviously. Toxic Orb just tries to poison it at the end of every turn, and if it gets poisoned, its ability kicks in, which is Poison Heal, and it heals itself up. It's running Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Taunt, U-Turn. It's our start, so we're going to start and press Taunt on whatever he starts with, because most likely whatever he's starting with is probably going to be the status Pokemon. So it's has 252 in the attack, 4 in the special D, and 252 in the speed as well. And the nature is Jolly. I'm guessing we're just going with an all-out, full-on blitz this week. Gliscor, like I said, I didn't say, but it'll definitely help with all his electric mons, such as Togamaru, Dedende. One of them may come. It could also help with the Volcanion if we can get it in on a switch in. It'll also help break sub Zygarde 50% if he decides to bring that. And it could do some good amount of damage to Mega Galate. Didn't really calculate, but it could do some good damage to Mega Galate. Our next is Venusaur. Venusaur is running Thick Fat because he does have a lot of fire Pokemon. He does have a fire Pokemon in Volcanion, so I definitely think that that's going to be coming. So Thick Fat can definitely help take some hits, and it also helps it take some ice hits, because there's a lot of Pokemon that he can actually put Ice Beam or Ice Punch on. So that's also always scary. It has Toxic, Earthquake, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain. Definitely is going to help take care of Donphan. Sludge Bomb can help take care of Togekiss. It can also help take care of Mega Galade. Toxic is always great just because it'll never miss, and there's nothing besides Empoleon, because it's Steel type, on his team that resist poison. So that's also good as well. And with it being thick fat, sometimes when you bring in Venusaur and he brings in Volcanion, he might think that I'm going to switch. So we're hopefully trying to get some over predictions. And if that's the case, then I think we can do pretty well. Hydreigon's our choice spec for this week is running Levitate, so we can bring it in on some ground attacks just in case we need to. Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Earth Power, Flash Cannon. Dark Pulse is more for his Mega Gallade. Draco Meteor is pretty much for the rest of his team. Definitely Zygarde, 50%. Choice spec, Draco Meteor should be able to one-hit KO that, depending on how he builds it, obviously. And then last but not least is Milk Tank. Milk Tank is, I think, I love Milk Tank. I don't know why. I just love this thing. It's running Sap Sipper, just in case I can bring it on some Tangrowths and absorb some grass hits. It has Curse, Milk Drink, Return, Body Slam with Golcium Z. If I can get that Mega Gallade out of the way, Milk Tank should be able to run through the rest of his team. All right, stay tuned. Next, you're going to see the battle. So we met up with Graham. He brought Tangrowth, Donphan, Mega Gallade, Zygarde 50%, Diancie, and Salazzle. So I think we got some of the selections correct. Typically, I would like to lead with Gligar. But knowing that he's most likely going to lead with Donphan, I don't think that might be the smart thing. I think getting rid of the Donphan as fast as possible could be better. So I lead with Venusaur, and he does lead with Donphan. I go Mega and hit Earthquake, expecting for him to switch out, but he doesn't. He stays in the Earthquakes me back. I Giga Drain. It doesn't get the KO, but I'm back to 100, and he is Z flying. Wow, that is a good tech. Then he switches out to Gallade. I Giga Drain, get some health back, and then I get on out of there. I go to Gliscor, and he Mega Evolves and Zen Headbutts. Now, I do have Poison Orb, so I do poison myself to heal. And I could have switched out, knowing that he has Ice Punch now. I could have switched out to Chandelure and would have been able to eat that hit a lot better. However, you never know what your opponent might have, so I didn't know if he had it or not. Thought I might be able to survive a hit and maybe get up rocks myself, but we did. So Gliscor goes down. I bring in Tapu Koko, and he switches out. Knowing that he's going to switch out, I just click Dazzling Gleam because it hits anyone on his team. He brings in Donphan, KOs Donphan. I go to Hydreigon, which could have been, some could say would have been a misplay. But if you think about it, I had a fairy in, and he just brought in a fairy. So we kind of go even. So why would he, I don't think he would expect for me to bring in a dragon type mon, knowing that he has the advantage. But what I wanted him to do was keep Diancie in so I can take care of it. Unfortunately, it had Stealth Rocks. But hoping that he stayed in, which he did, I go with Flash Cannon, and I knock out the Diancie. He brings back in the Gallade. I switch out the Tapu Koko. He close combats. Brings me to a low health, but his defense and special Ds drops. He switches out to Tangrowth as I go for Thunderbolt, which was an obvious play, which something that I have a problem with. I need to stop making plays so obvious. I go for Hidden Power Ice. Doesn't do as much. He goes for Earthquake, straight KOs me. Completely forgot that Tangrowth even has Earthquake, and it was literally one of the things I wrote down before we had the battle. Watch out for Assault Rest, Tangrowth with Earthquake. So I gotta go to Chandelure. He switches out to Salazzle. I hit him with the Flamethrower. I do a good amount of damage. I decided to stay in and just keep going Flamethrower because I was like, it can't do much to me. I only need the Salazzle. I only need the Chandelure for the Tangrowth. So I decided to stay in. I'm like, I'm just going to take the Salazzle down. I'm toxic. I'm going to go down. I don't have Healing Wish or anything. I don't have like any kind of way to heal it. So I take out the Salazzle. He goes to Zygarde. Here, I'm just like, well, this thing's pretty much dead. So I just Flamethrower just to get as much damage as I can. And I think this is where the misplay started to happen. Even though I was toxic and I couldn't save this thing, I should have switched out to Mesprit. Because he did one Dragon Dance, he got his boost, his 1.5 attack and his 1.5 speed.
But since I decided to stay in, just sack this thing, thinking he would attack, but knowing what I should have known is that he's just going to wait out the poison, because poison, as you can see, does 25% next turn. I'm dead next turn, so he, no matter what, I can't kill him. So he's just going to go for another Dragon Dance. And I think this is what really affected me. As you can see, he goes for a second Dragon Dance. I go for Flamethrower again. Get him down to 50%, but at this point, I die. And then I realize at the last minute, like, wow, I had Mesprit. He goes behind a sub. I Ice Beam, obviously, super effective. But now he's outspeeds me, and 1,000 Arrows is just going to unfortunately wipe through the rest of the team. Which is upsetting. Did not want to start 0-1, but like I said, we learn from every battle, and the biggest misstep here was definitely this play. When I flamethrower, I shouldn't have flamethrower when he brought in right here Salazzle. When I knocked Salazzle out, the minute he brought in Zygarde, what I should have done right here, what I should have done is I should have went to Mesprit. Now, yes, he would have been able to still outspeed me because he would have got the Dragon Dance up, but he wouldn't have gotten. He would have had to make a decision. Do I go for sub? And if I get the sub, right, I'm going to break it with Ice Beam. And now he's like, okay, what do I do now? Do I go for another sub? Eventually, he's going to put himself in a position where he cannot keep going for subs because of his health. So I feel as though he would have tried 1,000 Arrow. I ran the count with only a 1.5 boost. I would have still survived on about 30 to 40%. And I would have been able to Ice Beam his Zygarde, which I think I count, and I think it still would have killed with the 1.5 boost. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't even get the boost. So yes, it would have KO'd. Ice Beam would have helped me KO his Tangrowth, which was at 52%. And then with these three set of mons, the Venusaur, the Hydreigon, and the Mesprit, I feel as though we would have been able to take care of the Gallade. So that was the big misplay. We should have switched here, used Mesprit to kill off Zygarde. Even if we didn't kill off the Zygarde, he may have switched to the Tangrowth. And if he would have switched to the Tangrowth, like I said, Ice Beam would have helped take care of that. Mesprit wasn't, I believe it was not Choice Scarf. So I think I just had Expert Belt on it. So even if he didn't go to the Tangrowth and he went to the Gallade, we had Psychic for that. Like I said, we had ways. And it also would have reset his Zygarde. And if his Zygarde came in reset, we would have had a better chance with our Hydreigon, because it's not Choice Scarf, because it's obviously running Dragon Dance and Sub. So we would have been able to KO it with a Hydreigon, Draco Meteor. So that was the misplay. Hopefully we learned from it. But yeah, thank you for staying tuned. If you like the content, like I said, I'll be uploading a lot of Draft League content here on out. Definitely when Sword and Shield. I'm already working with some people to get a Wi-Fi league going, to join a couple Wi-Fi leagues for Sword and Shield. But I will continue to Showdown leagues as well. So if you like what you see, please drop a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, leave a comment if you also saw any other misplays that was made by me. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.